Hello and welcome in. I am MissKinghorn and we are back here in The Sims 4 and this time building a brand new house for the Denver family. Now these are a wonderful pack of 5. These are 2 parents, 2 children and an infant. Now originally it was just going to be 4 of them. And you'll see at what point I realise that the bedroom is too big for one child, and it really needs to go to be a twin room. But I've kind of come up with a story of how I can hide it. So what I was thinking is that maybe they originally had 2 children, they each had their own bedroom upstairs, everything was fine. And then, surprise, there is a new baby on the way. And so the 2 children who had separate bedrooms have now kind of had to share a room. And it's a little bit cramped, but it does work. I have tested it and I think it gives it a really nice, cute little sort of storyline. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it, I've got to be honest. It was a really nice kind of build to do. Yeah, the upstairs layer is weird. You can see it there and it does actually change a little bit from this over time because things just don't really seem to work and it doesn't match in at this point. But I do try to make it as symmetrical as possible. And yeah, I hope it works. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this build. I use a lot of growing together for this build. So this actually is in San Sequoia. It's on, I think is it the Froggy? It's the one with the frog neighbourhood. I don't know where it is. I'll put that down in the description so you know exactly where it is. I have built in this look before, but I kind of really liked it because I thought it was a nice kind of front sort of lot in that sort of weird shape that I originally didn't like, but now I think this build has kind of changed my mind on it a little bit. We totally go for kind of a white and blue look with just a few little hints of other colours kind of going on here. And then obviously little bits of red for like the roof, this path. I love this kind of curved sort of path that I kind of did around there. It's a little bit of a funky one in that there's no sort of back garden or anything. I just kind of fenced it all off a little bit. I had so many troubles with this cake. It's a miracle what you can do in editing. I properly struggled with this gate in there. And because I put it all up on a foundation, it just didn't really work straight away. I did have to kind of come up and compromise a little bit with how I wanted this all to be. But you're seeing quite a bit of this build because it is quite short to do. It's a nice sort of decent family home size into there. But for some reason I literally cracked on with it. So I think I've said this in the past, but sometimes I can do recordings of like 5-6 hours on a house this sort of size because I'm kind of like not necessarily so into the details, but it can just take a while for it to sort of process in my head of what I really wanted. This build, I managed to get this recorded and edited in 2 days. Like how? I do not know. Given the fact I hate editing as well. Editing is like the worst thing. I think because I've been a Twitch streamer for so long, if you're not following me over there, why not go follow me over on Twitch? I am MissKinghornBuilds, the same as here on YouTube. But I think because I was doing it live and I've kind of got used to doing it, and then it's done. It's like I can screenshot it, I can playtest it, I can release it, it's done. Here, I then have to go, okay, I've now got to go and watch it all back and I've got to go over and over and over and sort of edit it all out. And that's the bit that I'm just like, yeah, I can't be bothered. I don't want to do that. That's why it takes so long to do a video, because I resist for so long doing the editing for it. But somehow I managed to get it done really quickly today. But yeah, anyway, I will stop waffling. This is the front of the house. It's a really nice porch, sort of walk up area into here, and I do get some little kiddie things. So there's the hopscotch and the marbles out in here. And I sized down one of the bikes. So at this point there was only going to be one girl child and one infant. I did also mess up in that because the family I downloaded for this house had a toddler, and I tried to put them in a cot. Yeah, that didn't really work. But the power of cheats, I edited the child and turned them back into an infant, and it all works. You'll see them at the screenshots at the end. Into here, and for some real reason I didn't remove a playtester from this build when I was building, hence why you'll see there is money in the bottom corner. Not something I normally do, but I just kind of carried on with it into there, so I'm sorry about the distracting kind of money going up the side there. But yeah, nice little backyard area. It's quite simple, barbecue little area, a little bit of seating and some sort of pot plants that I thought that maybe could be moved in for like the winter or something like that as well, which I thought was a nice kind of cute little way of getting some colour in the background here as well. As I say, there is no back garden per se, you just kind of have to walk around via one of the gates to get to the front here. And now we are on to the inside. So there is no sort of landing kind of entrance way in here. You come straight into this living room, which I thought was actually quite a big space. It's not. It's actually a really tight space to get a lot of this furniture in. And I kind of struggled because I knew where I needed to have doors, and at this stage, there you go, I didn't have doors, now I do. Because I know where they needed to go, but I struggled to get them in all the right places. So we have a nice little rocking chair in the corner over here, and then two little armchairs and a big sort of greeny kind of sofa in there as well, which I think just adds that nice little pop of colour to this room that was looking very, very bland. And we do carry on with the blue theme pretty much throughout in here with like the wallpaper and stuff like this. Now I have added radiators to all sort of below all the windows really, and mainly on exterior walls, which is where they would normally be, at least in the UK, kind of on exterior walls. I feel like that's probably easier where they could run the piping for all of that. So I've kind of run those in. I do want to sort of remember that I have to do that, and also put in the light switches. I have forgotten to paint the ceilings, but I've done everything else that I was supposed to do. I feel like I need a checklist for every build. I need to paint the ceilings and light switches, and oh god, I've even forgotten that one. I've forgotten already. Anyway, moving on. Radiators, that's the one in here. So we're now into this little office space in here. I didn't really know what to do with this little room. It kind of was a little bit of an odd shape and an odd room. I could have made it part of the living room and made that a little bit bigger, but it would have just created more odd shapeness. So I decided to have a little bit of a space. Maybe Mum or Dad now works from home and they wanted this little space out the back here. I do have this nice little kind of desk bookshelf combo, which I think works gorgeously well in here. And then also I put in a piano and keyboard. I don't show you any bathrooms in this. You might have just seen there is a little bit of a laundry room at the back here. There is a bathroom downstairs. There's actually two bathrooms downstairs, one upstairs in here, but yeah, and a kind of little area utility kind of laundry room in there. It's got a little hoover in it, it's got the washing machines and the washing baskets and stuff like that, but not too much else. And then the kitchen at the back here. I kind of really liked this kitchen. I struggled with kind of a layout because it seems quite a big kitchen, and I feel like I say that a lot. This build is really kind of deceptive. It feels quite big, but actually it's not. It is on a 20 by 30, but it's quite a tight build. And so yeah, it was a little bit of a strange one to kind of get this in, because I did try to put in like an island in and then maybe like curving island coming out of the sort of wall in here with like bar stools and stuff, but that didn't really work. And in the end I kind of went for this like L-shaped kitchen with then like a few other counters in between the two doors. So one leads into the living room, one leads into the dining room, but there is another door from the living room straight into the dining room, so you don't have to kind of walk around, but you can do a full circuit if you wish into here. But I have fun with this little kitchen. It was a little bit different, a little bit funky in terms of sort of size and shape and things like that in here as well. Getting out some clutter. I didn't go over the top with it, which we all know I can definitely do if given the time to do so. So this is a nice little area here, as I say, with the sort of coffee pot, kettle sort of thing in it. I don't actually know if you can make coffee and tea or just one of them. I don't really know. I feel like it's something that we have in the UK. We don't have necessarily like specialist sort of pots just for coffee, at least not that I'm aware of anyway. We just kind of have like, I think, the pour over coffee, where you kind of just pour your boiling water over sort of the granules, and they kind of disintegrate and kind of turn up into a coffee. And the same with like tea, we kind of just have tea bags and or even loose tea, and you can just sort of pour the water over the top in there, rather than a proper coffee pot in there. But anyway, moving swiftly on with I'm so distracted today. This is a little dining room. It again, it's really tight in here, and I just put out the little kind of knife and sort of fork and cutlery set from Horse Ranch, which I'm actually surprised I managed to use quite a bit of that pack from it, like in this build. I think the table is also Horse Ranch. There's a couple of rugs, but it just has that really nice sort of blue swatch and that light wood that I'm super loving in here. It kind of works really, really nicely for, and it goes with the growing together chair. Are they going together? No, they are for rent chairs, aren't they? Yeah. Which again I love. This is a parent's bedroom. I wanted this downstairs. I feel like this is a very American kind of home. Or at least maybe stereotypically American home. So we don't tend to have downstairs bedrooms in the UK unless it's like a single story house. We tend to have like all of our bedrooms upstairs, unless maybe the occupant is quite elderly and can't walk up the stairs, and maybe they've turned like the dining room into a bedroom, that kind of thing. Or maybe they're in like a hospital bed in the living room or something like that. We don't tend to have separate bedrooms downstairs, but I think that is much more of an American kind of thing. Let me know in chat, in the comments down below, if that's the case, or if that's just me being a little bit stereo sort of into there, and what I think American homes are. I mean, I look at floor plans a lot, and most of those are from American companies, I've got to be honest, and most of them have bedrooms downstairs, so that's kind of where I'm basing that off of. But hey, let me know into there. But I thought this nice sort of big suite in here would be a really nice sort of bedroom for them, and they have their own little ensuite in here, so you kind of have one main bathroom downstairs, one ensuite, and then one bedroom bathroom upstairs, which the two bedrooms upstairs share. Which we'll see in just a minute. Okay, so there are parts of this build which I do overclutter, and I love clutter. I love kind of creating that sort of lived-in kind of feel. So you kind of any of my homes, sort of whatever sort of the budget kind of is, and kind of what the family sort of needs as well. But I feel like this nice little area here, and we've also got the full-length mirror next to it as well, and it just kind of works really, really well. Kind of create that homely kind of feel, which I love. This is the little infant's bedroom upstairs, so we have the cot and the changing table in here. We do also have like the sort of dresser and stuff coming in as well, so you could obviously make this into a toddler's room if you wanted to. You just obviously have to swap out the cot for the matching sort of bed in there as well, and then everything else would work just fine. It's obviously how you want to pay, what sort of family you want to bring in here as well, and yeah, all of those little things into there. There are lots of cute little animals all around here as well. So you've kind of got the bear in the cot, you've got the rabbit, you've got a ladybird, which in here you've got the giraffe, there's a llama, there's a unicorn that goes in, so it really all kind of comes together in an explosion of pink, which I found quite nice actually for a build that is kind of very blue. I'm not necessarily saying obviously colours have a gender, but a sort of a really nice different sort of colour to the rest of the build completely in here. Now this is the room where I struggled. So this originally was just going to be one girl's bedroom, and then I thought, well, maybe I can change it into twin girls in here, maybe a pink and a purple. And then I was going through all of the items, and I wanted to have like the same bed and stuff, because if they're twins I feel like that would be a better option for them in here. And I felt this was a nice sort of combo in here, a nice little space for a wardrobe down the side here. And this is where I go for a pink and then decide for a blue. So we kind of have to sort of change it all up a little bit and move it around. And yeah, this is where we really decided that it was going to be a kind of a mix of pink and blue going on into this bedroom for two Sims, and for each one they have like a matching kind of accessory. So the girl has the pink cloud light, the blue has the blue one, and things like that. And then I wanted a nice little divide in here just to give them a little bit of privacy down here. So I've kind of got this one, I'm not sure which pack it's from, might be high school, but don't quote me on that one. It kind of has like pictures attached to it. It is completely see-through, so it's not really too much of a divide, but it kind of creates a really nice sort of look into here. And then the little girl has the arts and crafts, and then the boy has a like the chemical kind of station science lab area into there. But if you have enjoyed this video, then please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You all mean so very, very much to me, and I would love to if you left a comment down below as well. But we are very quickly coming to the end of this video, so if you have enjoyed it, then as I say, like, comment, share, retweet, and all of those wonderful things in there. And I will be back next week with a brand new video. And yeah, until then, I will leave you with the screenshots. Alright, bye everyone!